We live in a dangerous world. The gods who built it vanished, leaving behind their instruments that aimlessly reshaped the land. These ancient relics harness an ignoble force we call the Anthem of Creation. But the Anthem refuses to be controlled. To survive, our ancestors invented the javelins and built cities with great walls. Today, it falls to a dedicated group of heroes to face the chaos, protect our homes, and fight for our very survival. We are freelancers. We leap head-on into danger, rescuing the lost, keeping the monsters at bay, and silencing the Anthem's terrible cataclysms. But not all cataclysms are created equal. And even freelancers are wary of the untamed power of the Anthem.
This is it. Closest we get with the Striders.
Agreed. Looks like we fly from here. Alec, you hear that?
Yep. All teams, get ciphers to their amplifiers. Let's go!
Freelancer! We're a long way from the cenotaph, and the storm is worse than we thought.
Okay, this is as close as we're gonna get to the center without the Strider getting ripped to shreds. Let's go, freelancers. Suit up!
How crazy will this get?
No idea. Never tried to shut down a cataclysm this big.
Oh, steady, Faye. None of us come out of this alive without our cipher.
Stay safe out there. Remember, we're a team. I'm right there with you.
Okay, freelancer. You might be new, but you won't be here if you didn't show promise.
Hey, Halleck, what's up? Waiting for it to die down out there? Let's go!
Thought you could use a head start.
See you at the cenotaph. We're heading out.
Okay, everyone. Let's stop this cataclysm from growing, from killing everything.
I don't know, Halleck. Haven't seen anything like this before.
Look, everyone. I won't be here if I thought this storm could beat me, right? Heart of Rage is no different than the hundreds of other Shaper ruins we've dealt with. It's just bigger. This is what we do. So we're gonna go in there and we're gonna take on whatever unholy beast it spits at us, and we're going to tame that thing. Together.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Ready, Javelin 1?
Ooh, ready. Strong along, stronger together.
Storm gets worse ahead. Trying to find a calm pocket for you. Steady, Miller. Your heart rate is too high. Alec, check in, please.
A little busy, Kenny. No worries on me. Woo-hoo! Got one.
Team, our rookies tangled with the Wyvern. Freelancer, thank goodness you survived, but your Javelin needs a restart. I'll bring systems back one at a time. Starting voice recognition.
Ray? Ray, can you hear me?
Loud and clear. That was a bad fall. How's your head? You remember the mission?
Think so. Where am I?
You're in a cataclysm, terrible storm, called the Heart of Rage. You need to get to the center and shut it down by silencing the cenotaph.
Got it.
You've got a bit of a climb to catch up. Halleck?
Yep.
He's up and heading your way.
How's it going back there? What's your ETA?
Don't know. Faye?
Not too far, just... Oh, no, sorry. Can't talk. Be right back.
What's going on?
Your suit is still critical. Grab a repair pack when you can. Good. Now you have partial boosters at least. Team, the Cypher from Strider 2 is down. Comatose.
His lancers are flying blind? Never mind that, Alec. We got it tight. Holy crap. Miller, get your head in the game. Hurry up, rookie. We can use the help.
On my way. Hang tough, everyone. Faye, I've got debris blocking my path.
Part of the Dominion Strider. Update. This is not going well. Many casualties. Freelancers down. Cyphers in comas.
Comas?
From hearing the anthem.
How are you doing, Faye? Are you okay?
So far, but I can hear it too.
What the? Hey, Miller. Found your Titan.
This cataclysm is creating them by the handful.
Faye, you still there?
Yes? You've got down freelancers ahead, sending distress signals. They're the ones from Strider 2. Their javelins need repair. Get them moving.
Hang tight.
Thanks, brother.
Your Cypher's in a coma.
Damn. Heading back to the Strider.
I got you, Freelancer.
You're not gonna make it to the Cenotaph.
Gonna try. I took care of all 3 Freelancers. What next?
Push on and join your team.
How long? Which way? I've got a Titan on the bridge above.
Leave it. We've got one up here, too.
All over the place.
I'll need to go around. Which way, Faye? Hey! Never mind. Titan here just blasted the wall out. Gave me a shortcut.
We really need your help.
Gotcha! On my way! How close am I, Faye?
Faye, there. Get out to his left.
The anthem. It wants to consume me. To show me.
Faye, snap out of it. What do you got for us?
Oh, sorry. The whole team from Strider 3 is gone.
Miller, pull back. See if we can flank it.
Strider 14 is in retreat. If they make it, mission seems doomed.
Hurry up. Where are you?
Trying! I swear!
It's all wrong. It's all done. Come back. Retreat. I can hear the...
Rookie, there you are. Get in here. Faye's calling a retreat. We got this.
Almost there.
Team, you need to retreat.
Not good.
He's gone. I'm sorry.
This thing is going down. Come on.
There! No!
Get back to the Strider. This mission is over.
I can do it. Look at this, Faye. We have to silence the Cenotaph.
Please. I'm barely holding it together.
Retreat isn't an option. Not now. have to get out of here. No. We push on. We're the only ones left. Think about Miller and Adair. All the others. You being a coward.
I'm no coward.
No? You want to push forward until I get killed. Until we both get killed. Where'd that come from? Go. May, we're coming back. No! It beat us, Halleck. We need to regroup. It can't beat us. Rookie, don't you dare pull me out of here.
During the failed attempt to silence the Heart of Rage, we lost more than freelancers, more than friends and comrades. We lost the faith of the people we protect. So the freelancers scattered, searching for ways to redeem themselves. The few who remained carried on, finding new allies where they could, doing their best to help a people who no longer called the freelancers heroes.
I'm at the coordinates, Owen.
Impressive entrance, as usual.
Nice to be appreciated.
Don't sell yourself short, mate. A cipher couldn't ask for a better partner.
You could ask, but not many of us left.
The relay's a short flight away.
Easy contract so far.
Easy keeps you alive.
Wouldn't call this living. Inspecting sensors every month?
Yeah, pays the bills.
Not exactly the freelancer motto.
Yeah, when freelancers are back on their feet, we can enjoy all the gorgeous scenery Bastion has to offer.
Flying around it is even better.
Now I'm jealous, sitting here in the fort. Those Koroks look feisty today.
As long as they stick to eating plants.
There's the relay. Just needs a hard reset. This should get the early warning network back up. Good, that did it. You'll need to manually check the sensors now. First one's nearby. Oh, maybe grab some supplies before you go.
Might come in handy. Going into the ravine.
Oh, there's the first sensor. I need you to access it. Stick close so I can get a reading on the Shaper energy. Hang on. I'm detecting movement. Looks like scorpions.
Scorpions are riled up.
When aren't they? Probably haven't tasted fresh freelancer in a while.
Won't be today.
Aha! Convinced them. Sorry, you need to stay near the sensor so I can get a reading. Hang in there, I'm still waiting for a reading.
Owen!
Almost got it! Alright, readings are coming through.
What?
It's mostly normal.
Mostly?
This is the early warning system. If it's detecting something...
Yeah, no sign of Shaper energy. Head to the next sensor. Oh, waterfall ahead if you want to cool your suit.
Handy in a pinch.
You're coming up on the next sensor. Check it out for me, will you? You do know you probably just orphaned some baby rabbits there. Wait there while I get a reading.
No sign of scorpions, at least. They're aggressive today. Owen, what's going on? Why are all the birds leaving?
I'm working on it. Got a reading. Not good. Possible Shaper energy detected. Get to the next sensor, we can narrow it down.
Birds might have had the right idea. Owen, how bad could this get?
You were in the heart of Rage, weren't you?
Don't even think it.
See these ruins? There's a theory a Shaper relic flipped gravity for a day.
Uh-huh. Well, not on my watch.
Last sensor's nearby.
With wyverns circling.
I see them. Fire breathers. Still need to get a reading. Give me a second for a reading. Heads up, more wyvern are on you.
Everything's in a bad mood today.
This could be their nesting area. Shouldn't be a problem for the mighty Krabbit killer. Hang in there, your javelin can take some heat. Mostly.
And when it can't?
You'll know it.
How's it fair that these things fly and breathe fire?
Spawn of some nasty Shaper relic. Whole world's a crazy zoo. The Shapers had all sorts of tricks up their sleeves. But you do too. Use your whole arsenal.
They're persistent, I'll give them that.
Poke a wyvern and one of you will end up dead. Or barbecued. Oh crap!
What?
Shaper energy off the charts. An unstable relic in the area. The bad one. I've got a probable location.
On it.
Watertight seals are holding. Shall I call in more freelancers?
No time. We can't risk this getting worse. Here we go.
Shaper ruins. We're on the right trail.
Looks like an echo lock we need to open.
I've dealt with these. Look around at the floating lights. They're the echoes. Grab them and bring them to the door. Your javelin can hold 3 at a time. That's it. A fragment of Anthem energy gone astray. It's working, but you'd have to ask an Arcanist why. You'll need more echoes. You're getting the hang of it. You'll need more. That should be enough. Let's see if the door opens. Aha! That did it. We're in. Impressive. Even for a Shaper ruin.
What's it for?
Raise a mountain, carve out an ocean. Spawn some new monstrosity?
There has to be some reason for it all.
It's the riddle of our world. And this one's waking up. I detect intense energy deeper in.
What's all this?
Got me. Painful looking? It's rude.
Someone else made it down here. Though it doesn't look like we made it back out.
Careful!
I've lost flight control!
I'm trying to reset, hang on! Oh, good. It's just water.
Owen!
Controls restored, you're back. That's the relic up there. Big one too. You'll need to silence it.
Where do I start?
Some echoes have shaken loose. Find them and get them back in place.
Go.
You know the drill, you'll need more.
What's the relic doing?
I can't tell, but the energy pocket's getting bigger. Something... It's working. Keep the echoes coming and we'll collapse the energy pockets.
It's got a lot colder.
Yeah. Just think. Anthem's being harnessed in there. Pure creation, something totally new forming.
New and dangerous.
Blame that on the Shapers. It's so amazing.
Last echo.
You did it. That should silence it.
It didn't hold.
I see! Damn, it's starting. You've got company!
Owen, talk to me.
Yes, I'm trying to work it out. Shaper energy's still increasing. These are just a warm-up, prelude to a cataclysm.
Doesn't feel like a warm-up.
I told you anything's possible. You've got to power through it, mate, or else it's going to get a whole lot worse.
I'm clear, Owen.
Good. I think we can still stop this. Those fragments of the relic that blew out, grab them and put them back together. Oh, and fun wrinkle, more company's on the way. Go. Now carry it over and put it in place.
Fragments in.
Now the others. Keep at it and you'll survive this. Almost certainly.
something in there's growling.
Something biological, that's all I can say for sure. But I hope it's not the gravity overlord.
What's happening in there?
There's something, Asti. Lots of them. Hurry!
How many teeth?
Size is the real problem.
Okay, last one. Here goes.
Careful. Anything's...
Possible. I know.
You know, I heard a relic made a guy vanish into thin air once. No idea where he went. Which isn't as lucky as the freelancer whose guts were turned inside out.
How's that lucky?
At least he died and got it over with.
This is a pain.
They all are. Indecipherable puzzles that only make sense to shapers.
No, I mean there's ice jamming it up.
We're out of time. Silence it.
I'm trying to.
Well, nobody told him. It's an R6.
It's not working.
I'll put it back into it.
Got it.
Well, at least now I've got a new story. That time a relic spawned a giant R6 that almost ate you whole.
Yeah. Classic for the ages. I'd say that fulfills the contract.
Time to get back to Fort Tarsus. To a job well done.
The only kind there is. I'm on my way.
What's up? Can you hear me now? I can hear you now. Well, that'll do it. Oh yeah, that's the mic stuff. I'm just Have a headache? picking And a I'm face. oh Go ahead. Tell me about your headache. oh I wasn't sure if it was because I was dehydrated or because I was up till like 4 last night. So I went ahead and drank a bunch of water, Mm-hmm. and it didn't help at all. So yeah, we'll sort of see how this goes. All right.
I don't remember if they reworked the classes yet. I know they sort of wanted to
Here we are.
not do some balancing, but they do need to do some balancing, and they wanted to sort of add stuff to it. So, Storm, if I remember correctly, has the highest DPS. It does a lot of like elemental damage. Ranger is just sort of like a weird medium. It's average, it's not terrible. Colossus is just a tank.
Something wrong?
And then Interceptor is just speed. You can get some good combos going with its melee abilities.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know which one out of the four I'm going to go with. I think I'm going to start with Storm.
Which one was
Just
Storm?
because why not? That's the one that's a little overpowered.
Oh, okay.
Has a lot of elemental type damages. It also has a cape. So it's got that going for it.
Mm-hmm. I need to turn the subtitles on if we're gonna talk during the gameplay stuff. That way, if there is any storyline stuff, I can still read it, because I know that there's a lot of dialogue in this game. It's not under audio, and I don't know why.
Here, let me exit the forge real quick.
It's making for the most interesting gameplay so far. Watching me mess with the menus. Gameplay, general. I don't know why it's not under audio, but what the heck? I'm literally going through everything and it's not showing me anything for that. It did in the main menu when I was first starting the game. It was like,
Yeah, so go to accessibility settings.
oh, duh. I said I went through literally everything, but apparently I did not.
Because you don't typically think of it being an accessibility issue. You think of it more as a preference, but it does make sense, because
It
if
does.
you're deaf, that's how you get the story.
Yep.
So are we live now?
Yeah, I've been live the whole time. I just wanted to do the initial stuff without talking so that I could use the footage for cutscenes if I needed to.
You see what I mean?
So after you get through the initial missions, my advice would be to not do exploring. We should probably just run through a bunch of missions, and get as caught up in the storyline as we can. Because there's one with the event, everything's snowy, so it takes away a lot of the diversity of the map. And then two, there's going to be a point where it just tells us to go out and like collect chests. We have to do a certain amount of world events and expeditions. And if you've been going around and trying like every single world event out just because you're sort of excited about the game, then you get to that mission and you're like, oh, so it's, you know, a boring grind. So it's something that we did when we first went through. That kind of put us out of it later.
Not everyone's cut out to be a freelancer.
So you have said. But you have to admit, that last mission would have gone better with a partner.
I have a partner. You. Every good job
There we go.
needs a cipher.
That is not what I meant. Look, if I had a suit of my own, I could be out there in the field with you.
I'll down your boosters, Hotshot. With more training, you'll get your chance. I promise.
Fine. Not that we could afford a spare suit anyway. Job board is empty.
We'll figure something out. We always do.
Yeah. Do you ever regret missing out on the glory days? Back when freelancers were treated like heroes. Contracts would just fall into their laps. Everywhere they went, they were given respect. And free sandwiches.
Free sandwiches.
I haven't had my lunch yet, I'm starving. We're on a tight budget here.
Budget has room for sandwiches.
You're probably right. You know what? Why don't you head over to the forge, get your javelin tuned up, so we're ready to roll if a contract does fall into our laps.
Okay. Weekly trials, monthly trials, daily trials. Are those just like dailies?
Yeah, those are just bounties. I don't actually remember, because it's been a while since I've been on this game, so I don't remember if you have to pick those up or if that's just keeping track of stuff that you can sort of already do and run through.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So is it normally snowy like this, or is it just because it's Christmas? Looks like there's Christmas lights.
It's just, yeah, it's just because of the Christmas/New Year's event.
That's pretty cool.
From you saying to meet you at the forge.
I didn't send any. Why would
I
want
think
to
so
meet up
too.
here? Something's not right.
We need to speak in private. My name is Tassin.
Do you always travel with a security escort?
Not always. The Sentinels have their uses.
Well, you make a hell of an entrance, I'll give you that.
I have a contract for you, freelancer.
I like to know who I'm working for before I take a job.
Really? From what I hear, two of you will take about any job you can get these days.
What's the job?
An Arcanist has gone missing.
Missing? I thought Arcanists just hung out in labs studying Shaper relics.
Matthias Sumner was investigating some relics at a ruin near the fort. I need you to find him and bring him back home safe.
If he's still alive.
No one knows more about the dangers of Shaper artifacts. I'm confident that knowledge and his own resourcefulness will keep him alive until you find him. What do you say, freelancer? Make it worth your while.
Owen?
Make it worth
Looks like
my
the
while
freelancer's
by
right again.
buying me another javelin?
Well, us anyway.
Excuse me, I just got to... That is excellent. I will go and run my diagnostics. Let me know when you're ready to leave. It was a pleasure.
Yeah, you get to unlock all four as the game progresses.
Mm-hmm.
On behalf of myself and Matthias, thank you for doing this.
Okay, and if I have...
Find Matthias. Trust me, I'm a person you want to know.
Okay, Charlize Theron, lady. Oh. Okay, so this is where I choose my first suit. You said Interceptor was the really fast one?
It has more mobility.
I'm gonna do that.
Yeah,
one
so I
'cause
think it
looks
just
like a
has...
ninja.
Has an extra jump and it has an extra dodge.
Cool.
So you can really sort of get into the combat, get in and out of combat really quickly with it. Pretty fun. I main on PC, I just decided to sort of switch things up for Xbox since I already have one of those.
Okay, so it's a lot of text. Inventory is Javelin specific for saying the items you want to equip. Pretty simple. So many words for it though, for some reason. So assault system, is that like your gun?
I don't know.
Strike system. Looks like I don't have anything anyways to equip. Oh no, weapon is its own category.
Yeah, so the different ones have different loadouts, if that makes sense. And it's because they have different abilities and different ability types. So weapons is weapons, self-explanatory. And then you have different abilities that you'll find as you go through the game. Most of them for the Interceptor are going to be melee abilities, but there are a few others. And that should be your sort of, well, all the different, I think they're called seals. But I have like a focus, a blast, and a support. And I'm pretty sure the Interceptor has different, pretty sure they don't have a focus or a blast.
So coin, I guess, is in-game currency and shards are purchasable currency. Does that sound right?
Sounds right.
Cool. Wait, what am I looking at? Is it legs? Wait. Oh, okay. Oh, Mike's freaking out.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay. I'll look at all that stuff later. I just told that kid that I don't have another javelin, and then I just got this fancy ninja one. We'll just assume it's one that fits him. Okay, so should we do the tracked missions first then? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, if we run off and just do expeditions and stuff like that, we're just going to get burnt out. Because, sorry, I'm dying real quick.
You're okay.
Okay, now that's over. But yeah, because we're going to get to a point where there's like 4 different sets of tasks that we have to do before we can advance. And it's all free roam expedition type stuff. So if we are like, wow, let's explore the game, when we get to that point, we're definitely going to burn out.
Okay. Okay, I think I just invited you. Did that go through? Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And does that autofill the other 2 slots, or does it let us just go up by ourselves if we want to?
I don't know. On PC, it would just autofill. But typically not something you have to worry about. The missions aren't strenuous. Like, we shouldn't get autofilled for story missions. If we go on free roam, there might be extra people there. And if we join, what are they called, strongholds, then there might be extra people that are queued up with us there as well. But just for playing through the missions, we should be good.
Alright, I put it on private anyways, so... But it's not gonna, like,
Oh,
screw
nice.
us over if we're by ourselves. Okay. It says it's waiting for players. How do I actually activate it? Because I click it.
Plus hold, it's
What?
probably because I'm doing something.
Oh, it does say waiting for players still. Okay.
Cool. So... there we go. And then ready up.
Okay, it says ready to launch. Tracked mission. Oh, start expedition. Alright, cool. You have selected private for this expedition. Anthem is best experience with the squad. Don't tell me what to do. Keep his private. Mind your business. I wish YouTube had an editor. I know it lets you like trim like the beginning and the end off of a video. I wish it let me trim out the middle. I don't really know why it doesn't have that.
For when we do streams.
Yeah, so I could like go back afterwards and condense the slow spots.
Can we download the video off of YouTube though and just edit it? I feel like that's a little bit of extra work and kind of annoying to have to take it down and then re-upload.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, it does give you the tool to download it, and also my computer is recording as well. So I have the side that's being streamed right now, and then my computer has like a hard copy that I could do, but I mean, I don't really need two files for the same experience, you know. I just wish I could go back and retroactively just cut out the slow spots. Oh, this suit is pretty cool. Looks a little bit feminine, but I'm just gonna go with ninja.
Here we are, freelancer.
You have a cape?
Yes, I am. Well then, let's
You did not restart a character. There's no way you restarted. Is this a new guy? What?
Yeah. No, he'd look a lot cooler if I hadn't restarted. I had
Wow.
cool color schemes. I had different wear states. So all you have now is old and dirty as your options for wear states. But on PC I have new. No, it's not new. I forget what it is, but it's like just one step down from new. It doesn't look. You can definitely tell that it's not got a lot of wear to it, but the paint doesn't look as clean as it could. Got a little specks here and there. But the ones we're wearing now have a lot of specks on them. The colors are a little bit faded. Yours actually looks pretty decent for
Yeah, your guy looks cool.
not having a clean wear state.
We'll need to get to the location I've marked for better reception.
Yeah, I kind of don't want to look like a chick.
Besides that Arcanists get themselves in trouble by
I
being
wish there was like a
late.
middle ground.
Brilliant and reckless. He has a reputation among the Arcanists. Not a good one.
That reputation is chapter 1 of the Freelancer's Handbook.
You can buy different armor.
The radio signal is getting stronger. Clearly, Matthias established more than one.
Like, not different types of suits, but different armor for that suit.
Yeah.
No sign of Matthias.
Yeah.
Look for anything that can help track him down.
Yeah, dude, my guy looks like a hot chick. I do like the, looks like a ninja, feels like a ninja.
We can use it to locate Matthias. This search is taking too long, and it's too quiet. We've got scars getting in the way of the search. Do something. These scavengers are always mucking things up.
I know a Tuscan Raider when I see one.
Cut off reinforcements.
5 need more scars. Got it.
Clear out those remaining scars.
I really hate the gun that I'm using. And the abilities aren't too bad, they recharge pretty quickly. But I think I do prefer the playstyle of the Interceptor, because the main thing it has going for it is the melee ability. You can constantly hit people with that, and that's what that class is meant for as well. So your super ability is nothing but melee.
Mine is?
Yes. Yeah, your class is definitely a melee class. And I think I much prefer that to this one. Like, this one has more burst damage. When my abilities are procced, I definitely hit harder. But then there's downtime to them that your class doesn't have.
So your super's up on the D-pad, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah. I just
You're
like
not
the
going to want to
ninja
press it
thing.
yet.
I already did it.
Oh. Nice.
How many? Do you only get one of those per mission or something?
No, it'll just take some time to recharge, and I thought you were going to, like, press it when there are no enemies around.
Wait, found one.
It's very Destiny-ish. I felt like I was the arc staff, kind of.
Got a bunch of scars.
Tell you what, while the game is very different from Destiny, I do feel like some elements were at least inspired.
Oh, totally.
Very unfair.
I mean, they kept bragging that this game was going to be the Destiny killer.
Mm-hmm. I think supers, their ideas of like stronghold and sort of group PvE, but also surprisingly the music. Now they definitely added more. I don't know how to describe it other than weird elements to music. Definitely sort of like modern. They take vocals and sort of make it techno. But when the orchestral sections kick in, they're really awesome. My voice is just absolutely destroyed So I think I'm just going to be a little more quiet so that I don't keep coughing into the microphone.
That's cool.
The Arcanist is not at the camp. Wait! I have an idea. That's the radio we were following. The scars were taking it apart. We fixed that. I bet we reach Matthias. What's happening with the scars? Something has them in range. That seems to be the last of the scars. Let's fix that radio. What needs to happen? Get me into the access panel, I'll do the rest.
So the daily challenges definitely is something that keeps up with itself because I just completed the one for getting critical headshot kills.
Oh, that doesn't look like a repair.
Would you just let me? Oh, damn it! Hang on, we've got company.
Can it be fixed?
Yes, of course. Just deal with the scars, I'll figure it out. Big one. Focus on the big guy.
Is there like a lock-on button?
As far as I'm aware, no.
Okay, I think I got it.
Are you sure?
Mostly sure. It's
Wait,
working.
so is this grenade that I throw? Is it a bunch of flags?
It works. Matthias,
Okay.
can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, thank goodness. There's no time. I'm hiding, but the scars are searching. I can see them. You must hurry.
Just hang on. We're coming.
You guys managed all these stairs to get up here with an army of scars at your heels. Great things are possible, I guess.
Matthias, can you hear me?
Yes, I'm here.
Getting a read on his radio signal.
Are you okay?
A little banged up, but fine.
What, are you too good to run on 2 feet? Gravity is just like too oppressive for you?
What about scars near? See anything?
A few spots of trouble. Near misses. They're quite remote.
Got magic powers, so you need to like flaunt them for everybody to see. Oh, I can walk on water. I don't have to walk anymore.
Don't try anything dangerous.
Not to worry. It'll be a contained.
Pretty rude, man.
I think you better hurry.
Also, if you're talking, your mic is off.
We're dealing with some scars ahead. One less for Matthias. That's good.
Talking is for people without cool magic powers. Oof.
That feels like
What?
Yep, explodey bug. What?
The dodge ability that this suit has is definitely the coolest. He just like teleports.
I knew he was gonna
just,
teleport. Of course he teleports. He's a warlock.
Yeah.
And I'm a hunter.
More incoming. Watch those hives.
Oop, I did not mean to fly. Oof. That was freaking awesome. I didn't realize that was a thing. Okay, is that a freeze attack? Are you freezing people?
Yep.
Because I just shattered
just,
some
like-
guys into like a bunch of pieces. By meleeing them.
Let's see to those scars. You got it.
Yeah, it does like no damage, but it should combo with your melee attack,
It
so it'll
certainly
boost
did.
the amount of damage that you're doing.
Yeah, and they exploded into like 20 pieces after I punched them.
Yep.
Matthias, give me an update.
I think I see them. Just a minute. Okay. Haven't been this far into the ruins.
Just stay ahead of them. I'm nearly there.
We've reached the tunnel.
You're close. Main chamber just ahead.
I really do hope they balance this, because this class is insane. Being able to do elemental damage, like it's just a DPS, but with combos it's also a support class.
Yeah.
Like, having this on a team definitely makes it a lot easier for carrying people regardless of what they're running. Because I can just put on 3 or 4 different elements to boost whatever it is they decide to use. So if you're running with randoms, you don't even have to worry about whatever they're running.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, cool. So when you break people and they're frozen, they apparently have a chance to freeze others around them.
Oh, that's cool. I think this game is freaking sick, dude. Like, what is it that people were complaining about? Balancing?
Dude, when they launched it, it was unfinished. People didn't even care about balancing.
Like, unfinished,
The
like, what?
Like, it would glitch out. Your character would, like, occasionally load in and be invisible. There are a lot of bugs with it. There was no end game as well, so once you get through the campaign, there's supposed to be a bunch of stuff to do. And there is exactly nothing, and a bunch of people were upset about that.
Understandable.
Trying to remember what else. Loot was stupid. They've already adjusted how quickly you get loot.
I don't care what its name is.
Sorry, I got distracted mid-sentence.
It's all good, dude.
Yeah, no, this game has always looked great and played great. Well, it hasn't always played great. It's always had good gameplay. It just needed to be polished up so that it was actually playable instead of just loading in for 20 minutes into a lobby, that would glitch out.
Yeah, dude, I like this game a lot. Like, it's pretty as all get out. Why are you murdering Matthias? He deserves more than that.
You should check out the Forge and edit your appearance. There's a lot of options there.
I tried to, it just didn't give me, I didn't have any colors. I had like some stripes I could turn off and on, which were really, hey, I'm all dirty now. Yeah, let me look.
That's just your wear state. You're always dirty.
Oh, it was clean when I started. Okay, hold on here. There's a bunch of gear stuff. Blade inscription. What the? An inscribed component that enhances interceptor melee strikes to increase damage by 10% of base damage. Okay, so if I click on anything right now, it's gonna take it apart for parts, right? That's what salvage is.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I remember doing
Yeah,
that.
you're not going to want to do that. Yeah, you're not going to want to do that just yet. You'll eventually get rid of most of this stuff, all of the stuff, hopefully. But for now, it's something that, because you haven't played the game too much.
Quick question before you continue that thought. Do I go to Fort Tarsis or should I go to the seasonal store? I'm guessing that's like purchases.
Yeah, seasonal store is just purchases. Always go back to Fort Tarsis.
Cool.
You can access the seasonal store from Fort Tarsis. I don't know why it's an option to return. Like, I would have made it go on a free roam expedition versus go to Fort Tarsis or something like that. Seems like a weird one. Every time you finish a mission, they're like, hey, want to buy something?
Okay, so in the map where we were at, it was snowing. Is that a Christmas time thing as well? Like, it's not normally snowing in the map either? Yeah.
Yep, that's part of the event.
That's cool.
The map. Now, the downside to it is that you're definitely going to be spoiled. So when you fly, you know how the heat indicator goes up? Well, you'll notice that it's blue because it's snowing.
Oh, so it's like giving you a flying buff?
Mm-hmm.
Dang it.
Yeah, typically... Mm-hmm. Typically, you'd have to either worry about flying over water or through a waterfall or take breaks.
My ward, Johnny, was there 10 years ago.
Let me know when you're in a cutscene so I don't talk
I'm in a
over it.
cutscene.
What you will already know is that Fremont was one of the great cities of Bastion. Ancient, proud, prosperous. But most important, it held the largest and greatest enclave of freelancers anywhere. The freelancers, along with the Sentinels, guardians of the walls, protected Freemark and its people from the chaos of our world. Until one day, the Dominion arrived on their doorstep. Cruel conquerors from the north. The Dominion, the Sentinels, and the Freelancers would make their claim for Freemark that day. Each group heirs in their own right to the legendary General Tarsis and her Legion of Dawn. One of our best, Freelancer Adam, led the charge as the Enclave leapt to meet the Dominion forces head-on. My Johnny, says the army, was massive. The Dominion was led by Dr. Harkin, a man never seen before or after that day. He came to take the city at any cost. So they fought. Outnumbered, outflanked, and outgunned. Free Lancers fought. They did well for a time. But the walls of the Great Free Mark did not hold. The Dominion poured in. Adams, with many freelancers, made their last stand outside the city walls. While some, like Johnny, stayed to help who she could. When, without warning, the doomed Sentinels fell back. But now I tell you that deep in the city, Johnny discovered what the Sentinels already knew. The Dominion didn't want to destroy Freemark. They wanted to capture an ancient Shaper relic that was protected deep inside the city. The Cenotaph. It seems this Dr. Harkin believed he had created a way for the Dominion to use the Cenotaph to control the Anthem of Creation itself. Arrogance. The Anthem will not be controlled. The terrible cataclysm, which was unleashed that day, destroyed Freemark, destroyed the Dominion, destroyed everything. That cataclysm became the Heart of Rage. Some survived to tell the story of Freemark, but not many.
For a reason.
I clearly have more intel to hunt down. Come and find me later.
Yeah, me too. I'll contact you when I have something.
I'll be in the Enclave.
How do I change my appearance?
So you go over to the forge, and you're not going to have many armor options or wear state options. Yeah, I'm going to hop into the forge so that I can see what I'm talking about. So when you go to paint, it'll give you a bunch of different primaries, and there you can select both material as well as paint color.
Where's paint? I don't even see that. Oh. Okay. Oh yeah.
Yep.
How to get rid of this green? That's what I want to get rid of.
I think they also have a vinyl defaulted on that you're probably going to want to get rid of.
Is that like a shiny stuff?
No, that'll be... It'll just be
vinyl,
like a
sticker?
weird... Yeah, that's a good sort of way of putting it. Most of their vinyls aren't very good. And I'm pretty sure I saw you had one on.
I did. So I don't understand the, I see like the orbs that have a color on them, but the effect that it has on my armor doesn't match. So like, I clicked on this like black, oh, it says rubber hardened plastic. It's like a material type. It looks like it's going to be a color, but then it's just like different shades of green, even though this is like black, this is brown, this is cream.
Mm-hmm.
I am confused.
Yeah, personally, I think there's actually too many options as far as words. Words are hard. Materials, there we go. So the materials don't make too much of a difference, and they don't even look like the materials they're supposed to be.
Yeah, they don't.
Is the funny thing there.
That is true. Wait, what'd I touch? What'd I touch?
Oh, here we go. Custom colors. I was looking through and I was just like, these colors are not what I remember in the game.
So where do I actually change
To
the
make my own
'Cause I'm
colors.
having a hard time seeing that.
So go to one of the materials and you just go over to the right.
To the right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just click right on the D-pad. It'll take you over to the paint color for that material.
Oh, painted
So when you
clean,
have the
painted
full
clean
list...
metallic, painted engineer. So they're not actually colors, they're just like finishes? In most cases?
No,
'Cause
you're going to have it, so if...
most of these are green. Here's a couple that aren't. Okay.
Here, back out of that. Like, press B one time.
Okay.
And you should be on a screen that says paint materials.
Yep.
And it has, you know, primary soft, secondary soft, and all that stuff. And now click over to the right. And you can go down the list and...
Gotcha. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, it's not a very intuitive AI. That was another complaint that they had when they first released. And I think that's something that they're looking to change in their 2.0 updates.
Gotcha. Okay, some of this stuff is actually really sick. Alright. Okay, sweet. Frick yeah, that's awesome. Alright. Look, I look great. But secondary doesn't seem to actually let me change a color. Does that seem right? Or is it maybe because the material that I have on metal aged? Yeah.
Yeah, some materials won't actually show up as colors, I guess is the best way to put it. They'll just show up as the material. Most of your metals are that way.
I like it. I'm not very creative with it because I just got it all black, but I like it. Alright. Nope, I don't hope I didn't buy that. Don't want to buy that. Oh, emotes. Ugh.
Welcome to my store. Browse away.
Oh, another cool option. So there are options for the metals. Oh no.
I forgot I bought
Never
the
mind.
Legion of Dawn packet, so I have a free DLC set of armors. My couch keeps making farting noises.
Nice.
Contain Legion of Dawn edition items, which can be equipped in the forge. Yes, please.
That'll also come with a new material, if I remember correctly. So it really adds to... I think the material has a design pattern into it. So if you look at like Wrinkled Cloth Dominion, you'll notice that it does give your armor a pattern. I think it has something similar to that. But I can't remember because I didn't buy the Legion of Dawn pack. What I had when I first started playing it, we all got, what's it called? Origin. We subscribed to their premium subscription because you got to play the game a week earlier than everyone else. And it also came with a bunch of cool stuff, like, pretty sure that pack came with it. And yeah, it was pretty cool.
Nice.
I don't have any of that stuff now, though, unfortunately, because it's not worth it to keep that subscription going. It's like $14 a month.
Oh, the
I'm like, I could just...
subscription?
Yeah. I'm like, I could just buy what games I want and...
Yeah.
You know, leave the rest.
Almost there. Dang. Wow. The color scheme on Legion of Dawn is awesome. Like the
It's kind of like goldish, isn't it?
well, yeah, sorry, not the color scheme, but the places, the inlays that the color actually like manifests on is really cool. So instead of just having like a big old like patch on your belly like a plate of armor, it's like gold inlays in the armor or whatever color you decide. But I have like gold on part of it. That's really nifty.
I wish there were shortcuts to undo because I'll like have a good idea. I was like, what's a cool evil color scheme? And for some reason what popped into my mind was like necromancers. Like necromancers are like dark green and purple, and I was keeping it simple. I had black on, and I changed sort of the inlay to purple. I'm like, oh, that looks cool. And then I changed the rest of it to green, and I'm like, oh no. That looks absolutely appalling. That is a gross color.
So I didn't realize it at first, but I ended up doing Iron Man until like the very end, and I was like, oh yeah. How do I change my javelin? Because I have the default and the ninja one now still, right? Or is it just the ninja one?
I think it's just the ninja now.
How does that work in the storyline? Because I just used the other one a minute ago. What's the menu where I would change armor, assuming I could?
So, here, let me finish up this real quick.
Oh, javelins, I hit the Y button. And yep, I only have the interceptor available. Oh, you can have multiple loadouts?
Mm-hmm.
So is that like all the color scheming and stuff, or is that like actual gear?
I have absolutely no idea. That sounds like a really good question. I can do what I've just been doing this whole time and pretend to know it and answer it and see how that goes for us.
Okay. See, I know it gave me tutorials for all this stuff that I sort of ignored. How do I change my weapon?
You will exit appearance and hit LB.
In the forge?
Yep, in the forge. Okay. It'll just sort of bring you over to a different screen. It's so hard. It's so hard to give directions.
I don't see that on here. I see... Oh, loadout. I see.
Yeah.
So, I know nothing about strike system. Oh, that's my ninja star. Okay, so that's my right bumper. And assault system must be my left bumper. Yes. Backup weapon. What? Oh, they give you freaking Legion of Dawn weaponry as well? Okay. It's got cool stuff on it too.
It should have... How do I put it? Decent... It should be higher level than what you're at. Yeah. But fair warning, if you hmm If you find other weapons that you feel sort of fit you better, the stats on those weapons aren't too great. Like the level definitely carries the weapon more than the weapon carries itself, I guess is the best way to put it.
So you're saying because it's a high level weapon, it'll seem like it's a great weapon, but then once I'm actually up to level 46, it might not be the great.
Yeah.
According to my playstyle.
Yeah, once.
I'm not worried about that. Okay.
So I'm pretty sure on PC I'm not even up to level yet, and I've already replaced it.
Okay, I think I'm set. So what would I do? I just do my next mission and invite you to it?
Yeah. You don't have to send like a game invite or anything though. Just because I'm still in your lobby.
Cool. What are these emotes? How the crap does that work? You can shoot a flare, you can... How do you use emotes, do you know?
No, I do not.
Okie doke. Oh, my freaking thingy is so cool. I'm excited for you to see it. Chris's music playing. Uh-oh.
Like mine looks bad. I don't know.
I have to go do dialogue stuff. Dang it.
Oh no, that means I have to as well.
Hey there. I figured you'd make your way to me soon enough. You're the new freelancer I've been hearing about.
Only the good parts.
Oh, it's all good. The fact that anybody's talking about a freelancer is even better. Name's Prospero. I'm betting you're the one I've been waiting for.
Yeah? Why's that?
You understand
Breathing.
being freelance is more than just a job. It's about pride in doing something
Breather.
well. Pride in your javelin.
Hasn't been much of that lately.
Your mouth breather.
Who wants to charge into a fight looking plain and simple? What kind of statement does that make? Not when you could fly in looking like steel thunder come to life. A fistful of lightning in one hand and a hailstorm of pain in the other.
That's colorful.
Is what I do. When Lancers want to make a statement, they buy something special for their javelin. Maybe custom decals or bodywork. I'm the guy they come to. Or used to. Hasn't been any demand. The Forge can't even build anything these days. I'm hoping you can change that.
How can I help?
We need to fire it up again. That takes Ember. And someone with the guts to collect it. If you can find some, I'm back in business. We both are. I'll teach you how to craft things.
Okay, I'll bite.
What I wanted to hear. You'll need to search for Ember outside the fort. Bring it here and we can start getting this place back on its feet.
Will do.
Okay. Need to go start getting Ember, apparently. Why do I have to talk to this guy again? I just talked to him.
Hey, Prospero. I know you got good news.
All the Ember you need.
What I wanted to hear. All right, then. Let's get to business and fire up the Forge. It's time all these javelins around here got the tender loving care they deserve. Head on over to the Forge, and you can start crafting. But don't forget, when you want to make a statement, maybe polish that javelin up with a nice coat of pain and thunder. Come see me.
So, you're the Thunder Merchant, huh?
Hey, the best freelancers always arrive with a bang. But first, they buy it from me. Don't be a stranger.
What's this lady want? She has a dialogue over her
Look
head.
who's back in one piece.
Zoe, do you expect me in more pieces than one?
You? Never. I trust you've brought me work. Always good to give your javelin the once-over after a run. What have you done this time?
Nothing you can't fix.
Flattery, huh? You must have done a number out there.
Nothing too crazy.
Are we using your skill for crazy or mine? Scars, beasts, relic-based nonsense. Some people stay on this side of the road. Others, well, since you love running into that kind of stuff, you better be careful.
The job's got its risks, but keep my eyes open.
That's what I like to hear. I'll run you some maintenance checks. Only the best for my favorite freelancer.
I bet
She's a 40-foot flirt.
I have a complex ranking system.
Favorite freelancer. You say that to all the
Go on.
freelancers. Making me talk to everybody.
I have another job for you.
I'm flattered. Still don't really know you.
Old habit. I work for Corvus.
Ah, spy.
My job is to keep tabs on threats to Fort Tarsus. I have an agent embedded with the regulators, a group of smugglers. She keeps the really dangerous stuff from the wrong buyers. But her last report said there'd been an incursion of foreign operatives in the area.
Who are they?
Like I said before, I'm betting Dominion. Which means trouble's coming our way.
Big trouble if you're right.
I think trouble's your idea of fun. Start by meeting my agent at a regulator camp here.
I don't want to go
Learn what
talk to
else she knows
people.
and go from there.
We'll get it done.
I want to shoot stuff. Yeah, my suit's freaking awesome.
Mine could be better. I'm still working on it.
I was going for like something like Cabal from Destiny, like the red and gold stuff, and then yeah, it's Iron Man. Ninja Iron Man. Tracked mission
Nice.
incursion. All right. The onus is on you to accept.
Yep. I don't know what that means.
Join me. Says I'm waiting on.
Hold
players.
on,
I
I'm
don't
just
know.
gonna rush through all of this really quick.
Hey, Christian Hartman. I did an online thing tonight. It was a lot of fun. We should do it Thursday. What's your gamer tag? Star Wars Battlefront 2. What games do we have? We have Destiny 2, Anthem, Star Wars Battlefront 2. What are some online games that we play? I don't have any Call of Duties. Are you still painting your armor?
Maybe don't judge me.
Let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
So you're gonna hate to hear this. I've yet to complete my dialogue options.
Yeah, you freaking
It's okay, I can skip. I've played it before.
Are you watching our stream?
Nope.
Maybe it was talking about me still, but it says one person's watching. But I stopped watching briefly. I think it just has a slow time updating. I wish it would let me jump out and just let you join me.
Would be nice.
Oh, thank gosh. Goodness. I don't know who Gosh is, but I just said thank gosh. Hopefully before EA expires their contract on Star Wars, they do some sort of multiplayer RPG. I really want something.
Oh man, if we weren't on stream, I would complain about exactly one thing. It's not even anything too bad. Just don't want to name names.
That's probably wise.
But you know, she doesn't even watch the stream anyways.
No.
I could probably get away with it. No. Dude, I looked up some Storm Javelin designs, and some of these are great. I'm just gonna send this one to you.
Cool.
Not even a Storm Javelin, though. Which is unfortunate.
For all that work, your armor looks the exact same. Scrap.
Dude, it's completely different. It wasn't white last time.
Yeah,
or
well,
blue.
that's how not worth it was. I'm just kidding.
I really miss my color options from when I was on PC.
So, what's the latest intel these days on
I still look like a chick, though.
As they've always been. Anything of value is fair game. Plus the usual rumors of secret hideouts in the area. They have to keep all that stuff somewhere.
Question is, why would the Dominion be involved?
I hope Tasson's wrong about that. I'm looking forward to being a wartime cipher. Okay, you're not far from the regulator camp. Should be coming up soon. Keep an eye out. We're skirting the edge of Scar territory.
What? That waypoint lied to me.
Camp's been overrun. I'm clearing them out.
Looks like you've got dead regulators
What's
there.
this?
Owen, can you identify Tasson's agent?
Not seeing her. Could still be alive. I don't think animals killed these people. Is there anything useful at the site? some kind of recording there.
Oh, I found the emails. Or the emotes. Hold left on
My
the
wife
D-pad.
just asked if your character was a girl.
Dang it.
Hang on, Scar's on the move.
Yeah, dang it. No, I just have fitted armor on. I just...
Figured out how to emote.
That butt looks like very feminine. Yeah, it's like a down on the D-pad and you choose things.
Oh, we're getting shot at.
Oh, it's like a scout.
Very rude. I was spamming emotes. They should have spammed emotes back. And then dropped some ammo for me.
Instead of shooting at us. 15 lane, guys.
They've been out for blood since we rescued Matthias. You know, Tess is right. It has to be the Dominion stirring the pot.
I feel like these abilities are just incredibly OP for starter abilities. I don't remember feeling this good when I first started with my Interceptor. Now my Interceptor on PC is a lot better than this right now. But just being able to freeze people, blow them up with lightning, and that spread to everyone around them is, yeah, quite a combo. It's stuck. Also, my armor is critical.
Yeah, when I get some free time, I'll probably change to a female character just because this is going to bother me. I like this armor set, but I look like a chick, and it's going to get to me.
Got it. It's not far. And I'm going to the hideout now. Can't wait. You sure about this? Taking on the Dominion isn't like fighting an Hack Wolven.
When evil people knock on your door, you don't hide. You kick their ass back to whatever hole they crawled out of.
Stop the fire before it spreads.
Fort Tarsus cannot become another free mark.
There's more dead regulators outside the cave. Maybe they were defending their hideout.
I guess Dominion don't take prisoners.
Oh, what just happened? Loading screen. You sent me a photo. Oh, what? Oh, that's pretty cool. War Machine.
A smuggler's cave, it would seem.
Anything you could want for a price.
Looks like that includes Shaper relics.
Owen, flight controls are down. What's happening?
Yeah, I'm seeing that. You're in some kind of field. Has to be affecting your suit. I think I see the problem. There's a Dominion shield generator that's suppressing flight capability.
Explain how they ambushed the regulators. Can you disable it?
I've never dealt with one before. It would take time to override. Best of...
Flight controls back. I'm pushing on.
The Dominion can't be hit by accident. These smugglers are hiding relics.
I know. I'm trying not to jump to conclusions.
Oh, I will. Take a flying leap. Is the wrong Shaper relic in the wrong hands?
This won't be a boring day.
And there we are. The Dominion. And they've got Tassin's agents. Best Milo.
Give us the relic. We know it's here.
I don't know what you mean.
Then I'll show you.
No. That's not how we conduct business.
So let's negotiate.
The relics, not for sale.
See, progress. You do have it. Now name your price, and we all walk away with something.
Relics are dangerous.
Only if you're careless. Do I look careless? Officer, we found the relic. A pity for you. Negotiations have concluded.
You bastard!
I don't have anything like that.
Oh, well, now this is awkward.
A freelancer. How useless. I fought your kind before, and I put them in the ground. You'll be joining them.
Now we get down to business.
His armor looks distinctly evil, but I really want it.
I can't believe this. Are we really in a firefight with Dominion?
I am. You're sitting in a chair somewhere.
Not used to having professional soldiers shooting us. Scars, maybe, but not like this.
Bullets work on both, huh?
I didn't say it wasn't exciting. Just be careful.
Clear.
You did it. But what about Tassin's agent? She's still alive?
She didn't make it. But there's an archive here.
I see it. Looks damaged from the fight.
Maybe Tassin can make sense of it. This can't be for nothing.
What about the one they call the Monitor? He took the relic.
And I'm getting it back.
I just keep looking at my armor, trying to see it as a dude. And I'm, failing.
These were classic Dominion tactics. Total carnage and no witnesses.
What are they doing this far south?
I don't know, but it involves relics. That won't end well.
My javelin's grounded again.
It's that shield generator. That's trouble. Push them back.
Wait, how do you change
Looks like the
weapons?
Monitor left a cleanup crew behind. Try to disable
No
the machine.
clue.
Specs. I think I can override
Crap,
it.
I accidentally just activated my super.
Hold it. I'll try to deactivate it.
Great place to die, Owen.
Oh, they haven't let you down.
Hey, you don't know how to change it? I'm in trouble.
I didn't equip the second weapon yet.
I have a second one, and I'm using this pistol. I want to use this thinking. Oh, it just like did it on its own?
We don't need any interference. It's up. You can fly again. More Dominion coming at you. Pretty serious looking too. Watch yourself.
Need some help?
Sir, you can die a meaningless death, or surrender to us now. We'll spare you the agony.
Agony is gonna be this bullet up your ass.
Tear them
head start.
Oh, I can just do melees indefinitely. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's pretty much what your class is for. It's a melee class, but instead of being like a tanky melee class, which is the typical route, it's a mobile one. So you just rush in, melee a bunch of people, and then rush out, you know, if your shields go down.
You hold down X to swap out your weapons. Yeah, it's pretty sweet. Oh, Christian also has Halo. He has Halo, Battlefront. I think he has Destiny 2. But
I do love Destiny 2. I think it has a little bit better gameplay than this, but it does feel lackluster visually after playing this game.
yeah, this game is gorgeous. There we go. That was weird. The lighting was messed up.
Coming up, just ahead.
See a lot of Dominion. Where's the monitor?
Checking. Is it just me, or does it look like the Dominion are staying a while?
I don't know what they're up to, but it's not happening in our neck of the woods.
I suppose they listen to reason. Talk it out.
Does this look like they dropped by for tea?
They've got turrets of some sort. Those will ruin your day. Probably want to take them out. I'm not seeing him. I'm getting a bad feeling here. I think
Maybe this was an ambush. They led us here.
time to show them that really large gun. Hey, watch it! Another one of the Monitor's lieutenants. Okay, it's over. Small one for the freelancers.
Yes. Congratulations on walking straight into my trap.
Owen? Owen, what's happening?
I don't know. He's...
Obviously more powerful than you. I think it's important to take a measure of one's adversary. And I find you lacking.
Yeah. Ask your lieutenants how they feel. Oh, right, you can't, because I put them down.
Freelancers boast of courage they never have. It's why they're extinct.
I'm alive and well, you son of a...
He's gone. Save your breath. Let's head back to the fort. I'll let Tassa know we need to talk.
You know what they should have? Some sort of like community paint feature. Where you can just download, what's it called? Whatever the more popular sort of paint schemes and prints are.
Yeah. Quick tour of your launch bay is available. Make sure to familiarize yourself with this space. You can use up on the D-pad to send messages to other players. Okay. Launch bay provides easy access to a forge for freelancers to customize their javelins. Here are the most kiosks you would. When do I unlock my second javelin?
No clue.
The worst. I can interact with you. Why are we still in our suits? Where the crap are we? Speak with Tassin? Where's Tassin?
For some reason, I loaded in way slower than you did.
You sure did. It's pretty much telling me the only option I have is to go start an expedition.
No, you should be able to go speak with, Tassin.
Is Tassin here or at Fort Tarsus?
Fort Tarsus.
Oh, okay.
How do we... Never mind, I think I found it. Couldn't figure out how to get out of that area to Fort Tarsus.
Hey, who's this lady, Zoe?
If it isn't my
So-
favorite freelancer. I hear you've been busy.
I try.
You got Matthias back safe and sound. I had a good feeling about you ever since you turned up. Keep proving me right, okay?
Just
As long as
doing
I'm
my
a
job,
freelancer,
man.
I'll keep doing my job. Simple as that.
Someone's modest. Well, a place like this, we all need a purpose once we get here, right?
You're not from the fort?
No. Never planned to be
I don't
here.
want to talk to this lady.
I was on a strider out of Helios. Had my sights on Anthem.
What happened?
Cataclysm. The sky turned yellow, the ground changed under us. The survivors were brought here.
It seems you made the best of it.
Didn't have the means to move on at the time, and now I've got work, a kid. I can't imagine being anywhere else.
Well, Fort's lucky to have you. Javelins don't take care of themselves.
I could say the same about some pilots.
Not me either.
Right. You enjoy your downtime before the next job. So it'll be ready when you are.
My lady suit. Look at that lady butt. Ugh. Alright. I got time to do one more mission in the field.
Freelancer, I trust the contract went well.
Who are you?
Are you already done with all your talking and stuff?
No.
I kicked its ass.
That's right, you did. Just got back myself. Damn Titan nearly took my arm off. Always something, huh? Owen stopped by. Wanted to make sure your records were in order. No worries, though. A Titan won't stop me from keeping this place organized.
How'd you end up as our record keeper anyway? You don't seem the desk type.
Layers, buddy. We all got 'em. You want a well-placed shot or a well-kept ledger? Ask Lucky Jack. We all do our bit for the family, right?
You sign up, you pull your weight. It's that simple.
It's more than that. But, hey, however you want to paint it. The point is, we got each other's backs. It's not like we got anyone else in our corner.
Not today, but we'll turn things around.
That's the spirit right there. We need freelancers to bring in contracts, get the work done. The better the Enclave does, the better we all do, right? Well, I've got reports to update before I'm back out there. Striders to save, relics to silence, you know how it is.
Okay, Mr. Guy. Here we go.
Owen filled me in on what happened.
You've got a problem out there. Some kind of Dominion heavy.
These people called in the Monitor, who couldn't stop him.
And he was there for a Shaper relic?
Tore the place apart. Your agent wouldn't give in. Right to the end,
I know.
I'm sorry. She left this archive behind.
I'll have my people dig into it. The Dominion really have returned.
In force.
Damn.
I thought spies took everything in stride.
We also respect our enemies. Life under Dominion rule isn't much of a life at all. And if they have set their sights on Fort Tarsis...
Right. Well, the fort isn't exactly my idea of living the dream, but it is home, and I'd prefer it to remain dictator-free. What can we do?
For now, remain patient. I don't want to make a move until I have more information. In the meantime, there's someone I'd like you to meet. Sentinel Bryn. She's sharp, trustworthy, and could use some assistance. Why don't you help her while I look into the Dominion? I'll be in touch.
So, it told me to talk to 3 people, and I talked to one, and she went ahead and gave me a mission. I don't know if that means that that's the... I don't know if there's 3 different missions, one for each person. If that makes sense.
I don't know.
That would be pretty rude.
Oh, this Matthias guy, he's the guy that multiplicities himself. So yeah, if you activate, all my missions are to talk to somebody. They're support tasks and agents. That's, I guess that's not a talking mission.
Hello. Uh-oh. What's going on? You scare me a little sometimes.
Do I? Actually, I suppose that's fair. I do peddle in danger. Still, you should know me better than that. I know you.
Okay, when's my birthday?
Trick question. You don't like celebrating birthdays.
So, when is my birthday?
I think you're having me on. You've never told me.
Probably not. It was a number of days ago.
Well then, happy belated birthday.
Well, thank you. So, where's my gift?
I tell you what, I'll write you a terrible poem. How does that sound? Sometime.
Actually, the day we met was my birthday.
Haha! Now that is a trick. Which time? Recently or in our youth?
Youth. The time you picked my pocket.
Well, I was starving.
Or bored.
Or bored? Which turned out well, actually. Griefing regulators through it was pretty fun.
My game seems to be struggling.
Is that what made you want to be a freelancer, do you think?
Not a bad observation. Thrills come in many forms.
Haha, which is what I like about you. You never back away from a thrill that I present you. It's fun. Trouble can be fun.
And the fact that it's a job that pays? Bonus. Say, back then, what were you doing alone in Pontaix anyway?
I was tired of the Satomi and was taking, well, shall we say, an unscheduled break. Roaming. That's what I was doing, roaming. Same thing you were doing when we met in Heliost.
I like to think of it more as finding myself.
Because of the Heart of Rage. Where's your team?
I don't know.
Yeah, I brought you down. Well, never mind. There's a bright future ahead. Cheer up. Contracts await.
Okay. Didn't even need to talk to him, but it still took me forever. That's great. You said your game is struggling. Does that mean you're like in an actual... Are you out in the field?
No, I went to the forge. I wanted to go ahead and equip some stuff I just needed to. Some like actual upgrades to the armor. And it kind of like... I don't know how to describe it. I guess the loading screen just took like a painfully long time. And then once I got into the forge, it wouldn't let me actually swap anything out. So I'm reloading back into the forge.
Gotcha.
Hi, freelancer. Hello.
Sentinel, good to see you again.
Is it?
Isn't it?
I don't associate much with freelancers.
Okay.
Or anyone not a sentinel, really.
Well, I hope you don't regret getting to know one of us.
Yes, me too.
Okay. Can I help you with something?
Yes. Well, quietly. I don't technically have permission from my superiors to be contracting you, but there's been an unusual amount of scar activity around nearby Arcanus base. Whatever it is, it could be dangerous if the scars get hold of it.
Agreed. I'll check it out for you.
Good. I mean, good luck, freelancer.
Right. No problem.
Investigate scar presence at Arcanist base. Alright, I'm gonna go do that so I don't have to talk to more people.
Yep, and that's the same one that I have to do as well. So we will be on the same stuff.
Cool.
Still hasn't let me equip. Just.
Ouch. Dropped my controller and yanked my phone or my headset.
There we go. Now it's letting me equip stuff. And I'm ready to go. So that was kind of annoying. I had to, instead of just going directly to the forge, I had to join your expedition and then apply everything from there. Yep, I don't quite get it either, but whatever works.
It's hot. Don't know why it's taking so long to load. Also, if you're talking, your mic is muted. NBD.
I'm not talking because my mic is muted.
Freelancer. Hello again. Sentinel Bryn here.
Hi again, Sentinel. How are you?
Fine.
So this is all normally
The
green?
Arcanist base isn't far from your location. Keep an eye out for scars.
Will do. Since this is our first mission, maybe we should talk, get to know each
Yeah, so...
I'll let you know when you're close to the base.
All right.
It's a lot of work.
Yeah,
It's pretty
it
impressive.
looks like it... It looks like it looked during the cutscenes, you know? The water's more blue, everything's more green, instead of red and white. I really appreciate it, though, because it's definitely a change of pace. I just noticed that this was fire, and it's white fire. But yeah, they definitely put some effort into this, and I appreciate it.
How high up can I go? Oh, I see. It's too windy.
Yeah, unfortunately there are some areas of the map where it looks like it would actually be cool to explore, or be some area that you could reach, like it'll look like a cliff or an outlook from a really high position. and then the wind will just knock you down unnecessarily.
Yeah.
I think they should have expanded the ceiling. I don't know, they don't want you to fly over everything, but there's definitely some cool vantage spots that I think would have been great for if they added a photo mode, or even if they didn't add one, just trying to take screenshots, you know. Because this game's definitely pretty enough for it.
I keep wondering, why are scars messing with an Arcanist base?
The Arcanists mess with them first?
Maybe. I wonder what exactly they were studying here.
We do this later.
Ah, great, great. Well, we won't have to kill those scars on the fort walls later.
You're welcome. The scars must have taken whatever the Arcanists were studying.
Probably. They're such pests. We've seen scars gather in an area not far from you. Check there.
You got it. This is more scar activity than I've seen in a long time.
I thought no one else had noticed.
They're everywhere lately.
They're not even people. Just gross monster things ruining stuff wherever they go.
Tell me how you really feel, Brett.
Sounds like she's talking about sand people. Like animals. And I slaughtered them like animals.
I see your team discovered where the scars have been gathering. Look around for that missing Arcanist machinery.
And for whatever else I can be working on.
Watch out for scars while you're at it. Not much around except broken shaper bits. No signs of Arcanists.
We'll keep looking.
It's gotta be around here somewhere.
Brett, are you sure they just leave it lying around?
Okay. Well, if you don't see anything
I feel like it's kind of difficult to keep up in this game with characters, and with the sort of three-dimensional aspect, it's also hard to keep up when you're trying to find objects. I think they needed an actual mini-map instead of just this weird sort of directional thing they have going on at the top.
Mini maps are always good.
I really love how that attack is basically my guy just throwing snowballs at them.
Is he?
Here, next time we find a group of enemies, come over here and I'll show you some of the attacks. I'm not sure if you've seen the super for this one yet.
No.
But it's pretty
I'm guessing
ridiculous.
it's like a storm of some sort. Is it a storm?
And that's me just throwing snowballs.
Do it again.
And this is my super. He launches a huge ice and then lightning and then fire blast down, like all at once.
Oh, cool.
And what's cool about that is it actually will combo with itself. So if we're in like a boss fight, the first one will freeze them, and then we'll get an attack bonus or a damage bonus because of the combo on the second round of attacks.
I was sorry, I was very distracted. We get a combo on what? Is my mic working?
Also still think it's hilarious that I chose the wrong day for my upload. I meant to have it upload today, and it's uploading tomorrow.
Oh, you did choose the wrong day?
Because I... Mm-hmm.
My mic was turned off, so I was answering you every time we talked. So, I missed it. How do we set up an attack combo? Like the freezing and the melee thing?
Okay, so... I don't know all of the combos, but I do know that your melee as well as your weapon damage will combo with freezing.
Uh-huh.
So right now I'm running 2 abilities that can freeze people. So basically if you see anyone frozen or anyone hit from one of my abilities, unfortunately we're sort of running it, I think, on normal difficulty, and these early missions aren't too difficult. So we don't have to worry too much about damage pairing, but like he's frozen. And when you hit him it does... And it'll also do more damage. It's just not as noticeable when it's not a higher difficulty. But the difficulty does scale up at, I wouldn't say an unreasonable rate, but you can definitely feel it. Like, hard is hard.
Yeah.
And the benefit to it is words. You get different... You have a higher chance of rolling the next tier of gear. So, like, most of the gear that you're getting right now is gray. But if we are on hard, then you would have a higher chance of green and blue, which is more powerful gear. And when we level up some more, you would have a higher chance of, like, purple gear. And masterwork gear once you reach a certain level. But other than that, I don't think there's any accomplishments or like experience bonuses for running it on different difficulties. Just gives you a higher chance of gear drops.
What happened? The artifact. It makes scorpions. You should silence it, probably. Bring it back!
found a piece.
Nice work. Return it.
I'm on an autopilot right now.
Yes. Fragment down.
It's cool. I'm tired as well, so I've definitely been struggling to keep thoughts just because that video took a lot out of me. And it's just because I kept messing up the narration. That's the worst part.
Yeah.
It's like quick and easy video, and then I'll get the audio right, but I won't like something about it, so I'll change it. And then I can't get that section to merge properly. And I can't figure out how it edits it as well, because my voice isn't changing that drastically, especially not in volume. Keep a pretty consistent distance from the microphone, but it will, I don't know how to put it, it just sounds completely different even though I'm adding the same effects. Because I'll just take the audio, normalize it, add a voice enhancing equalizer to it. I'll also do noise reduction so that you don't hear like electrical hum, the fan in the background, the computer running, and stuff like that. But you can definitely hear it in the video towards the back half, where I just sort of added or recorded over some audio that didn't do well. And I tried for so many hours to either get a run through that was just completely perfect, or to get the audio to match. But it's like if I take a break, if I don't record it in one sitting, then it all just ends up like mismatched. You can tell where I stopped to take a break or edit over audio. And I don't know how to fix that just yet, but I'm definitely working on figuring it out.
Nice. Yeah, I don't know off the top of my head. My brain's not working enough. I haven't had that problem. But... Okay, I'm turning the stream off.